Hi guys, today is time to pick the team to play our final League 1 game of the season against Northampton tomorrow before going into the playoffs. So let's get started. In goal, Lee Birds. The reason why is because there's no really other option you could really put there. You could put Ray Matthews, who I personally don't really want to say play for Sunderland again. And you could put Anthony Patterson in, but we all know he's not going to do that. So I would just stick with Lee Birds and hopefully he can get a good clean slate and maybe make the odd good save to give him a bit of confidence going into the playoffs. So yeah. Right back on McLaughlin. It was good to see Connor back on last Saturday against Plymouth. He did okay in the 45 minutes he was going because obviously he got brought back a bit early to try and get him up to fitness, and they'll probably give him another 60 minutes in the tank for more minutes than take him off probably. So yeah. First second back Bailey Wright, the reason why I wouldn't give Bailey Wright a rest, but with I flank might be back, but personally I wouldn't do that if you get what I mean. So I would just stick with Wright, and maybe the extra game might actually help him if you get what I mean, get up to full speed. Cause he was better against Plymouth, and I do think something come down to fitness because Bailey Wright is more confident at this level. So yeah. Left second back Ollie Younger, the reason why, because I've been saying for weeks, I want Ollie Younger to get a chance because he deserves the chance. In the one game he played this season, he didn't really put a foot wrong, if you get what I mean. And if there is a game to do it, it is this game. Well, it's now to play for both teams. Northampton, they're relegated. Wayne over in the playoffs, I of course want to finish the pot, but just give him a chance. I don't think he will. I personally just think he'll stick the whole 9. So yeah. Left back Callum McFadden, the reason why, because I will give Denver Hume a rest going into the playoffs. With Vaucans, I wouldn't even have Denver Hume in the squad, and I will give Vaucans, just give him about an hour, then for the last half an hour, give Vaucans first team returns. So yeah. Then first, second mid, Dan Neil, the reason why, because give Dan Neil a chance, this is the perfect game to give some kids a chance to experiment. He's 19 and let's see how good he is, and he should be good enough to play against a relegated League 1 team now to play for, and I do think that he is a decent League 1 football. To be honest, I'd rather have him than just scoring in my team. So yeah. Then next to him, Carl Winchester. The reason why, because I will give Ledbetter a rest, I will give Power rest, and I will give Scoring a rest. The reason why I will play it because it was mainly between Winchester and Power probably to play there, but I've just went with Winchester because he has played the least, if you get what I mean. I think the only game he's really started since the Accrington and Lincoln games, and Peterborough was against Wigan, against Blackpool, I mean, in the way. So let's just give him a chance and maybe give Lee Johnson something to think about for the playoffs. So yeah. Right wing Jack Diamond, the race my, because I thought Diamond did well against Plymouth. His pace absolutely fighting their left back, and at times his decision making did infuriate me, but I would give him another game to pretty much show his worth, if you like, and say what he can do and maybe force himself in the team for the playoffs. So yeah. Cammy and O'Brien. First of all, I would give Lyndon Goetz a rest and Jordan Jones, and for that fact, Ian McGeady. I would have Goetz and McGeady on Goetz and Jones on the bench in case something's going drastic wrong. I'll play O'Brien because it's to try and boost the confidence of him up really, because the amount of good options that we have for the playoffs, the better, because I don't think many people want to play us when our options are on form. So yeah, and hopefully it's because I do think it'll be good that start there. Hopefully O'Brien can at least give Lee Johnson something to think about. So yeah. Left wing Chris Maguire, the race my Maguire came off the bench and did well again. Plymouth obviously scored the penalty, and yes, it was nice to see him. I will give Maguire a game because obviously a start, because he actually hasn't started for a while, and give him a bit of match fitness and give him a bit of game time to try and get him to match start. Because like I said, Maguire is one player where in a playoff game I would definitely have him in the squad. Would I start him? Probably off this season, probably not, but if there's one player I would want to come off the bench and deliver in a playoff game, is Chris Maguire, because Chris Maguire is a big game player. So yeah. Then striker Ross Stewart. The reason why Ross Stewart did very well last week, obviously took his goal really well and was a threat, won a few flick-ons and broke the lines well pretty much. as well. It was good, like, to see someone different than Charlie White, while Charlie White would just stand there in the middle, pretty much, like, service, obviously, like, Nathan service, at least Stuart would go and run for, like, the ball and, like, with good movement. Like I said, that goal that Ross Stewart scored, I don't think Charlie White would have scored it, but I'm not going to criticise Charlie White. Charlie White had a fantastic season, to be fair. He probably starts over Ross Stewart in the playoffs, and this is just to give, like, Leigh Johnson, like, maybe a mini headache for them, and I don't want Mike or McGee for that fact to be anywhere near the Stephen Malay on Sunday. So, yeah. Then on the bench, I would have Remy Matthews, Jake Vokins, Luke O'Nine, Max Power, Jordan Jones, Lyndon Goose, and Josh Hawks. Like, I've given him a reward for, like, his good season on 23, where I think he's been the best player in the division. So, yeah, so my score prediction, I do think we'll win this game after Northampton being relegated. I'm going to go for Sunderland 2, Northampton 0, and you know what, I'm going to see Ross Stewart will score a double. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, view, comment, and say yeah.